We're on. Hello, I'm Spike, and welcome to another self-taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone 3. I was supposed to do a video on Friday. That was this module. Time just got away from me. It was a pretty busy day. Having to go to the office and deliver a workshop up in Lincoln, and that overran massively to the point where I was late getting home to my daughter before she went for access for the weekend with her mum. So that's why I didn't get round to actually making the video within my working day, my working schedule, before shutting down for the weekend because I just don't work weekends. So, unless I've timed it out to be uh, blocked out that it's time to myself to be able to do work, things like this, streaming games, etc. So I'm back to try and catch up, which is why it all looks a little bit different around me. I am obviously doing this in the evening. It's 6:05 in the evening here in the UK. So yeah, this particular stream slash video is a little late, and so I apologize. I apologize for those who do watch this series who are looking forward to the videos coming out, or watching the stream live, and tuning in. It's not my intention to be late at any point or for things to get in the way, but it is the world we live in, and especially when you're self-employed, no matter how much you delegate, something always comes up when it comes to work. So here's hoping I can make that up to you guys and increase the quality of the content. Try and keep as consistent and reliable as possible. And I am doing my best. Sometimes it's not always possible. I will always apologize when there's a gap in the scheduling for the stream or for the video upload to YouTube, and so on and so forth, just to keep everyone in the loop. We run an honesty channel here, so hopefully that gives some value to the things that I'm saying. Anyway, on with what today is going to be. As you can see, I did start to progress or make progress in this speaking module. Little tips slash secret info. I did try yesterday to start this session and just failed miserably. There was technical errors going on. Things I hadn't noticed. I got enlightened by Trockside. Thank you very much, Trockside, for informing me that the microphone setting on this particular profile, I had made a serious error in setting up the sources that are in the scene, and somehow had managed to double up my microphone so it was phase cancelling everything. So making it sound like a load of rubbish, basically, and I only recognised 5 minutes into the stream, and everything knocked me for six yesterday. So I just cut the stream, wasn't in the mood, tried to recuperate, didn't work. So yeah, the mental health got the better of me yesterday. But today's a new day, today's a better day, and so we shall move forward. So here we are, as you can see, I'm going to leave the date on it, December the 1st. It says it's in progress. The speaking module is about 10 minutes. But hopefully we can get that resolved. I'm just going to quickly pop my, yeah, because I thought that would be the case. Now it needs to be there. So I'm just going to start it from here, and we'll see what's what. As per usual, I have my reference sheets. So we've got the hiragana alphabet that I have written out as a note sheet. We've got my numbers sheet and tenses. I think this was the first one I actually wrote out, to be honest, which is why it looks a little bit rough, but always keep that handy. And then obviously, as mentioned about 10-15 videos ago, I did write this one and then lose it. This is to do with the days of the week. A couple of phrases of smelly, it's good, tastes bad, it's delicious, the seasons, and then some more calendar stuff here to do with days of the week, which I encountered in this program. Just bear with me while I close off my door, because I need to get this stream done and out, but I also need to have a nice audio clean room. And without further ado, let's just crack on. Yes, continue my current progress. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go, roku. Yeah, we'll do roku. And then we'll just go straight back
私
to...
は昼ご飯の前に手を洗います。
No, we're going to go to slide 1.
男の子は起きます。女の人は起きます。女の子は起きます。
男の人は起きます。
男の人は起きます。
There we go. So we're filling in the gaps in this speaking. We are given 3 examples of what's going on, previous slides material, and we're basically trying to remember what was said sentence-wise with regards to what's happening in the picture. So we've got otoko no ko wa okimasu, onna no hito wa okimasu, onna no ko wa okimasu, which then leaves us with the man who's waking up in bed. That's going to be otoko no hito wa okimasu. Let's go to slide 2.
彼女はブラシで馬の毛を溶かしています。
彼女はブラシで馬の毛を溶かしています。
彼女はブラシで馬の毛を溶かしています。彼らは石鹸で手を洗っています。
彼らは石鹸で手を洗っています。
彼らは石鹸で手を洗っています。
僕は歯ブラシで歯を磨いています。
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 Sorry, just listening out for my daughter. So yeah, here we have the she is brushing the horse's face. They are washing their hands with soap, and I am washing my teeth. Or I am brushing my teeth, I should say. So let's go to slide 3. Let's see what we got.
私は昼ご飯の前に手を洗います。
私は昼ご飯の前に I didn't remember the last bit. 手を洗います。
私は昼ご飯の前に手を洗います。
So repeat that.
私は昼ご飯の前に手を洗います。
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 手を。
私は朝ごはんの後に歯を磨きます。私は朝ごはんの後に歯を磨きます。私は朝ごはんの後に歯を磨きます。私は朝ごはんの後に歯を磨きます。私は朝ごはんの後に歯を磨きます。
私は朝ごはんの歯を磨きます。
私は朝ごはんの後に歯を磨きます。私は朝ごはんの後に歯を磨きます。
Do you know, I'm going to do something I haven't done before in any of these slides. The only time I've ever written down a research, like one of these sheets, is after the fact, 2 repetitions after the fact, and then to go back for research to find, for example, in Japanese, all of the symbols and then their relationship to which sound they apply to. The same for the numbers. I needed to learn the numbers individually, so I wrote them down. And the same with the tenses. The tenses, I thought, well, that's what you would do in school, right? And the same for the days of the week. and so on and so forth. Well, this is now going to be one where I'm going to write these down because these are a little difficult to remember, I think. So I'm going to take a page that's nowhere near this work because, well, I need to get this right? But speaking, like I've said before, is not my strongest suit when it comes to Japanese because I don't get to practice it that often. So I'm going to write these down in a rough manner. And then we got no ni no ato ni, and the same. And we got te o rms ha o migekimasu, and ni kohi I o nom imasu. Right, let's see if that helps.
私は昼ご飯の前に手を洗います。
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 私は朝ごはんの後に歯を磨きます。
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 Much easier.
私は夕ご飯の後にコーヒーを飲みます。
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 Fantastic. So that helped loads, absolutely bucket loads, just to get past that. But that is just slide 3 on this on this module. So I can only assume that 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are going to be getting more difficult. Let's get slide 4.
馬は濡れています。馬は乾いています。彼女の髪は濡れています。
彼女は乾いています。
彼女の髪は乾いています。
Well, I got the gist, but I missed 3 words. No kami wa kawaite imasu. I'll take the win, but that's a little bit poor. Uma wa nurete imasu. The horses are wet. Uma wa kawaite imasu. The horses are dry. Kanojo no kami wa nurete imasu. She is wet. Oh, her head is wet. Her face is wet. And Konojo no kami wa kawaite imasu. Her hair is dry. So, at least translation-wise, not too much of a problem, I suppose. That's pretty cool. There we go. That should be a bit better. Stop the microphone peaking so much. Shooting into the red. It's going to cause a load of distortion. That's just as bad as having it phase out and cancel each other in the videos. Let's go to slide 5.
どうして犬は臭いですか？
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 汚れていて濡れていますから。
汚れていて濡れていますから。
汚れていて濡れていますから。どうしてシーツはいい匂いですか？
どうして質はいい匂いですか？
どうしてシーツはいい匂いですか？きれいですから。
きれいですから。
きれいですから。
Again, easier to repeat what's already being heard, especially when I've got something to read. So my reading accuracy in Japanese is definitely better than my speaking. But if I can read it, I can pronounce it pretty much. So it is just practicing the speaking. I think my brain just takes too long to think of what the words are in the sentence. Or I haven't got enough of a relationship to what some mean fast enough without pictorial help to formulate the pictures in my mind to then say the right thing, which suggests that although my teaching method to myself is relatively efficient, it works, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that as a visual learner that's going to accurately help me in real life, because it's still taking time for my brain to think of the relationship of what I've seen to what the words are. And if the words aren't there, I don't have the selection of nuance. So there's still some learning to do to nail that down clearly. And that appears to be my weak point, which again, in previous videos, I have identified speaking is my weakest point when it comes to Japanese. I might be able to speak it when asked to repeat it for the nuance of these exercises. To nail pronunciation and to make sure that I've got that down and that my understanding of pronunciation is correct, which 95% of the time it is. But again, in a language, you need to have reading, writing, and speaking as part of your learning to fully understand and appreciate the language and to take it in better. Now, obviously, I am writing stuff down. I have my notes that I can go from. I'm writing new stuff every once in a while. And 2/3 of the language is coming to me. It's the speaking part that's letting me down. So I need to find native speakers who are willing to speak with me or teach me the speaking portion of Japanese, or applying what I do know to catch up with myself. Let's go
どう
slide
して
6.
お父さんは台所にいますか？どうしてお父さんは台所にいますか？どうしてお父さんは台所にいますか？
I need to get this one.
どうしてお父さんは台所にいますか？
どうしてお父さんは台所にいますか？
どうしてお父さんは台所にいますか？料理していますから台所にいます。料理していますから台所にいます。
料理していますからは台所にいます。
料理していますから台所にいます。どうしてお母さんは犬を洗っていますか？
どうしてお母さんは犬にいますか？Gonna write myself the reference of the answers, but that's only because they're so hard to actually say. And I should know these from having done these slides earlier on. But as soon as that English is taken away, man, it really does start to get difficult. And yet, writing it out, the English, I can understand what I'm writing from English to Japanese. Doshite mizu wa nondemasu ka? Why are you drinking water? You know, I'm drinking water because I'm dry / thirsty. So yeah. Anyway, let's go. Let's repeat.
どうしてお父さんは台所にいますか？
どうしてお父さんは台所にいますか？
どうしてお父さんは台所にいますか？料理していますから台所にいます。
料理していますから台所にいます。
料理していますから
I'm
台
cooking
所
in, I'm in
に
the
いま
kitchen
す。
so that I can cook. I'm
どう
cooking
し
in the
てお
kitchen.
母さんは犬を洗っていますか？
どうして母さんは犬を洗っていますか？
どうしてお母さんは
Why is
犬
mum
を
washing
洗
the
っ
dog?
ていますか？
汚れていますから洗っています。
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 Being washed because he's
どうし
dirty.
て水を飲んでいますか？
どうして水は飲んでいますか？
どうして水を飲んでいますか？
喉が渇いていますから水を飲んでいます。喉が渇いていますから水を飲んでいます。喉が渇いていますから水を飲んでいます。
喉が渇いていますから飲んでいます。
喉が渇いていますから水を飲んでいます。
Fantastic. So we're not getting too far away from what's actually occurring. That's good.
両親は居間で新聞を読んでいます。女の人は寝室で寝ています。女の子は寝室で本を読んでいます。
男の子は今で寝室で寝ています。What?
両親は居間で新聞を読んでいます。女の人は寝室で寝ています。女の子は寝室で本を読んでいます。
男の子は今寝ています。
男の子は居間で寝ています。
Again, close enough. I mucked up on the day. I said ne. It's de denetimas. I'm a fool. This one was tough. Okay, sorry, 8.
何を買っていますか？
何を待っていますか？
何を買っていますか？
花を買っています。
花を何本買っていますか？
花を何本に買っていますか？
花を何本買っていますか
？9本買っています。
どうして花を買っていますか？
どうして花を買っていますか？ Oh, fuck. Fuck! That's annoying. Come on. It should be simple by now.
何を買っていますか？
何を買っていますか？ Being an idiot, I'm
何を
overthinking
買
it
っ
now
てい
because
ま
I'm
すか？
panicking.
花を買っています。
花を何本買っていますか？
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 9本買っています。
どうして花を買っていますか？
どうしてお花を買っていますか？
どうして花を買っていますか？
今日の昼、祖母の家に行きますから花を買っています。
おばあさんはどこに住んでいますか？
おばあさんは買ってお、か、おばあさんは買ってお花に住んでいますか？ああ、お母さんはどこにI don't know. Fuck's sake. Listen to
お
what he
ばあさ
says.
んはどこに住んでいますか？
どこに住んでいますか？ Fuck's
おば
sake.
あさんはどこに住んでいますか？おばあさんはどこに住んでいますか？
Doesn't matter. I've got to repeat the whole damn thing anyway because I'm going to get it wrong. Oh, you can see why this is a good way of learning efficient when you can get it once or twice in the but also terrible as well because you just have to repeat the entirety of the thing. Come on. Come on, I can do this.
何を買っていますか？
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 花を買っています。
花を何本買っていますか？
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 9本買っています。
どうして花を買っていますか？
どうしてお花を買っていますか？ I missed it. I put
ど
the
う
O in
し
the
て
wrong place.
花
What
を
do you
買っ
do?
ていますか？
今日の昼、祖母の家に行きますから花を買っています。
おばあさんはどこに住んでいますか？おばあさんはどこに住んでいますか？
おばあさんはどこに住んでいますか？
おばあさんはどこに住んでいますか？
彼女はニューヨークに住んでいます。
Yeah. Finally. Finally got through the speaking module. I'm happy about most of it, apart from this pictorial, this last one, slide 8, and slide 3. They were really difficult. Let's go straight into the
10、
Jew. Speaking
10、
3. Repeat.
20、
20.
20、30、
30.
30、40、
40.
40、50、
50.
50、60、
60.
60。
Fantastic. That's slide 1 done. Let's go slide 2.
20個のカップ。
20個のカップ。
20個のカップ。21個のカップ。
21個のカップ。
21個のカップ。22個のカップ。
22個のカップ。
22個のカップ。23枚のお皿。
20枚の3、23枚のお皿。
23枚のお皿。24枚のお皿。
24枚のお皿。
24枚のお皿。25枚のお皿。
25枚のお皿。
25枚のお皿。
I'm just going to mark that correct, or is it going to say that the 23 repeat has made it wrong?
44、
44.
44、45、
45.
45、46、
46、
46、47、
47、
47、48、
48、
48、49、
49.
49、
Yeah, that's better. I like that. I like that more. I mean, it's better than it was, that's for sure. I think looking away actually helps. I can't say that I can test that theory too much, but it does seem to be the case. Looking away was actually better. Let's go slide 4.
お皿を何枚持っていますか？
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 24枚持っています。
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 ボールを何個持っていますか？
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 45個持っています。お客さんが何人いますか？
お客さんが何人いますか？
お客さんが何人いますか？
30人います。
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 Cool. Let's go to slide 5. Crack
何
on.
歳ですか？
私は45歳です。
彼は何歳ですか？
彼は30歳です。
彼は何歳ですか？ Oh,
何歳ですか？
how old are you?
私は35歳です。
It was just 何歳ですか? I didn't need to put the 彼は. Well, that's silly of me, isn't it? Let's go to slide 6.
私は中国語を話します。
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 私はアラビア語を話します。
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 私は英語を話します。
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 私は日本語を話します。
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 We're getting there. Oh, I'm getting there, at the very least. So I speak this language, Chinese, I speak Arabic, I speak English, and I speak Japanese. There's 7.
アラビア語を話しますか？
はい、アラビア語を話します。
中国語を話しますか？
中国語を話しますか？
いいえ、中国語は話しません。
Fantastic. So asking each other if they speak the language and then the reply of yes or no, we speak this language.
すみません。
すみません。
すみません。英語を話しますか？
英語を話しますか？
英語を話しますか？
はい、英語を話します。
すみません。
すみません。
すみません。日本語を話しますか？
日本語を話しますか？
日本語を話しますか？
Fantastic.
はい、日本語を話します。
So there we have it. Excuse me, do you speak English? Yes, I speak English. Excuse me, do you speak Japanese? Yes, I speak Japanese. Let's go to slide 9.
すみません。中国語を話しますか？
いいえ、中国語は話しません。
すみません。中国語を話しますか？
すみません。中国語を話しますか？
はい、中国語を話します。
Okay, slide 10.
私の名前はちえです。
私の名前はちえです。
私の名前はちえです。両親は日本の出身です。
両親は日本の出身です。
両親は日本の出身です。私たちはニューヨークに住んでいます。
私たちはニューヨークに住んでいます。
私たちはニューヨークに住んでいます。両親は英語を話しません。
両親は英語を話しません。
両親は英語を話しません。私は英語を話します。
私は英語を話します。
私は英語を話します。私は中国語と日本語を勉強しています。
私は中国語と日本語を勉強しています。
私は中国語と日本語を勉強しています。
I was gonna want to have all of those. So hello, my name is Chi. My family speak Japanese. We live in New York. My parents don't speak. My parents are from Japan. We are living in New York. My parents don't speak English. I speak English. I also speak. Oh no, I'm learning Chinese and Japanese. There we go.
私の名前はリームです。
私の名前はリムです。
私の名前はリームです。私はアラビア語を話しますが、英語を勉強しています。
私はアラビア語を話しますが、英語を勉強しています。
私はアラビア語を話しますが、英語を勉強しています。こちらは私の先生です。アダット先生です。
こちらは私の先生です。ハダドン先生です。
こちらは私の先生です。アダット先生です。
Close. My name is Rimu. I speak Arabic and I'm learning English. This is my teacher. Dado sensei desu. Not too sure about this one. I would have to look at this one. Oh, I'm learning with I'm being taught by my teacher. This is my teacher.
先生は誰ですか？
山本先生です。
先生は誰ですか？
先生は誰ですか？
ハダット先生です。
ハダット先生です。There we go. And that's speaking 3. I mean, much easier, much simpler than speaking 4, as you'd expect, but I wasn't expecting speaking 4 module to be as tough as a couple of those slides within it were. So, back to the home screen. There we go. That's the 2 speaking modules that I needed to catch up on. Done for last Friday. Which means the review, it might only be 5 minutes, but I'm going to review that. I think I'll do that tomorrow, along with the milestone. But I'll separate these two into 2 separate videos, I think, or I might keep them as one. This is video number 98, so I think I'll make these number 99 and then have the start of Unit 4 as number 100. Right, that's short and sweet from me. My apologies again for the video being late and for me having to make it up in this evening attire and this evening time scale for this video to go out. So my apologies if you were all waiting for it to be in the usual time slot between 9:30 and sort of lunchtime-ish for here in the UK. So my apologies for that. I hope that doesn't put you off from coming back. I hope that these videos that I'm doing, this documentation of me learning this language in a very casual manner, is entertaining enough for people to watch and listen and play along, essentially. Learn along whilst you can. It's a free resource. It's going out for those who are interested in seeing what the Japanese language is like, to learn, to see me teach myself it, to show that it is possible, that you can teach yourself a language if you put your mind to it and you really want to. I really want to. I just have some work commitments and real life stuff that gets in the way that prevents me. But I am trying to maintain being as consistent as I can. And I hope it's entertaining as well, because even when I'm sucking ass at learning this, even though it is frustrating and it can trigger some of my mental health, to be a little bit off the wall and a little bit disingenuous in how I'm angry, I suppose, because I'm not angry at the program, I'm angry at myself, really, for getting it wrong, like any human would be. But that just makes me want to strive to do better, which is the whole point of putting this out there. I enjoy doing it. It costs me nothing but time. And that's why I'd implore anyone to like, follow, and share and subscribe to the channels, twitch.tv/xofficina and youtube.com/xofficina. Again, if you like, follow, share and subscribe, share it out to all your friends who might be interested. Share it out to those who watch anime, anyone who might be interested in Japanese culture or learning the language for themselves. Please, please, please get it out to them. Again, it's a free resource. I'm just playing through Rosetta Stone 3 here, so what you see is what you get in the program anyway. This is of course only the level 1 CD. All of the previous videos are of the same style. Obviously it is a little bit of a long form content, anywhere between half an hour to an hour and 20 minutes of video, which not everyone wants to sit there and go through. However, the exercises are there, and it's down to you which ones you want to do, whether you want to do it from front to back, from start to finish, or whether you want to cherry pick specific bits. That's entirely up to you. All you have to do is play the video and pause it, rewind, replay. Again, I'm doing this just to document my own progress in this program of me learning Japanese. Hopefully by the time I'm 40 years old in a couple of years' time. So, the end of July in 2027 is where I'm aiming, to at least be more fluent and understanding in Japanese, to be able to speak to the natives and the locals out there and not be such a tourist, because I think they deserve the very least of that respect, that I'm going to attempt to learn enough of their language to have a conversation with them. I think they deserve that much, like anyone else does when we go to a country, whipping out the old phrase book and so on and so forth. But I don't want it to be as broken as it would be. So that's the intention, that's the design, that's why I'm here doing this, and I hope that anyone who does come across these videos and sees them from start to finish and gets to these end messages, I really hope you have enjoyed the video and have found what you're looking for, or have found what someone else may be looking for. Again, this is all free material. So for those who are on low budgets, particularly in this day and age, where you might not be able to afford any of the subscriptions or purchasing any of the apps or any materials out there, paying for a teacher, going for lessons, etc., I hope that what I have here can help you, or at least assist you, or give you some idea of what you'd be letting yourself in for when it comes to learning the Japanese language. Or again, follow along with me and you can learn it in your own casual time too. Obviously that's just watching it from video to video, because that's pretty much the only time I'm teaching myself the Japanese. There are a couple of times I'll check things out online in my own spare time, but it's few and far between. I can assure you of that. There are a couple of resources that I do go to. A couple of them are on Instagram because they're actual people. One that I can recommend is That Yuta, THATYUTA. He's a great native explainer of how to utilize the Japanese language and why they utilize things the way they do. Very short, concise explanations. But again, it's more for once you've learnt the language and where there might be some confusion about old traditional language that's being used versus slang, or how the modern day Japanese person would speak, where a lot of the language is condensed compared to some of the stuff that I'm learning here in Rosetta Stone is like primary school, elementary school, and high school, secondary school type level as I go through. However, they don't necessarily speak this way. This is just giving me the structure and foundation of the language to take it further so that I can be a bit more concise and a little bit more modern, and etc., like we are with our own language here as a Western English person. So that's just to bear in mind. That's it from me. Like I said, I'm going to turn around and get the review and the milestone done together. That'll be tomorrow in video number 99, ready to start Unit 4 at episode 100. Who'd have thought it at the start of this year I'd make it to 100 episodes? But here I am. So, as always, I'm going to love you and leave you. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. Twitch.tv/xofficina and YouTube.com/xofficina. You will find the playlist and home for these videos up on those sites, wherever you end up, whichever platform you decide to join on and watch on. If you find one, you can find the other. They are both linked. If not, there is the Discord link up on both pages. You can join me on my Discord. Again, it's free. Just come in, as it's a nice invite link. It will drop you to the homepage and you can just start chatting. Excuse me. Also, don't forget that this channel, I do attempt to try and stream games every now and again. I'm currently up on Arc Raiders. For anyone who wants to join me on that, you can. I'm hoping to do that in the evenings of any given day if I can get on. Obviously, I have to care for my autistic daughter, so she does take priority. But when there is spare time, up I go and I'm streaming games. So come check that out. I'm also a musician by trade, musician, producer, and compositional writer. So if there's any projects that you have out there you might want some music for, or some musical ideas, direction, lyrics, whatever, please get in touch. That's my bread and butter. And failing that, you can go through my company NDSPT, where we deliver workshops, access to work for neurodivergent and mental health challenged people here in the UK, predominantly in Lincolnshire at the moment. However, we are trained to do one-on-one talking and just help signpost people through their issues, or any difficulties that they find with dealing with like authorities and like writing CVs for jobs, all that sort of thing that might be quite a difficult thing for a neurodivergent or those with mental health to get through. We can help. So by all means, get in touch. I'm a neurodivergent support consultant in that regard. Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. So self-plug, self-tout done. As always, take care, stay safe, keep sane, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.